All right. Seems like it's working. Testing, testing. Testing. The audio seems to be working fine. Awesome. Okay. Let's look at the camera. See if we can sort this out. Camera time. Don't know whether camera will work. Start. Just a sec, guys. Trying to sort this bloody camera. I don't know whether it's gonna work, but if it doesn't, then maybe later. I mean, it will work, but what's up, Oasis? How's it going? Welcome, buddy. Good to have you here. How you been? How's the audio? Audio is okay? Too loud? Can you hear me? Let's check the camera now. Pre-op. Awesome. Let's check the camera. Why is this not coming? All right, Logitech. Probably have to install the for the camera. I think I have to install the Logitech software. I forgot what was it called, but I'll find it anyways. Yeah, how you been, buddy? It's been such a long time. How long has it been? Easily 2-3 months, right? Yes, that's it, buddy. That's it. Living and loving. Same here, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. It's been great, man. This year, this whole year was just what I wanted to do, you know, in life, and I'm following through with it, which is great to see, and also great to achieve, because a lot of traders, they go into this whole, you know, I need to be successful, and when they are getting there, they just go in a bit more and more, and they just cannot come out of that loop. And to be honest, mentally, it's not great if you keep on doing that. You just need that break every now and then. I know I had a quite a long break. What was it? 2 months. 2 months of holidays. Um, it's not bragging or anything, but it really sort of helps you out mentally. Um, you can come back with lots of energy, and your mind starts to work properly. It's more neutral than when you're sort of exhausted from trading for months and months. I have been looking. It's probably been 2 months, I would say. Since I went abroad. What we did was a long holiday this time. We went with the family, a month and a half holiday. As soon as the schools basically broke here, we just went the next day. I think next day or the second day, and we traveled. We traveled a lot. Took a car, rented a car, and just drove. It's been great, man. We went everywhere, like where we wanted to go, plus some more. Yeah, it's been great holiday. I can't complain. Probably one of the best. But I've been looking at the swing ideas and any opportunity that comes, but not during the holiday. Before that, every week I would be looking at it. Every now and then I'll take few trades here and then. Just like last week, was it not last week? About 10 days ago, I think. We had few trades on NVIDIA and VRT. And that was it. That's what I've been doing. But now, obviously, back to streaming, which means it's going to give me an excuse to day trade as well, which I love. And I'm really excited about it. I just missed it so much. And also, I've got another news. Just hold on a second. So another announcement or news you can say is we recently moved from previous place to a slightly better place, I would say. It's got. I like this place because it's the area is really nice and quiet, and it's slightly, I would say, cleaner and posher. More posh, is it? More posh, posher? I don't know. So in Baku, basically, this area is kind of like a central, in central, where would I say? Like Paddington or something like that. But yeah, the buildings over here are not very tall, and it's like four floor, but very well built. The buildings are really nice, and there's not a lot of people living here. Very quiet. It's a new city, basically. It's a small little area called Y City. Whoever lived in London should know where Y City is. But anyways, it's not like Y City in London, but this is better. So yeah, it's only been like 2 days, so I had to get myself prepared for the stream this week. If anything, like for example, the camera not working, so bear with me. It's gonna work eventually. We've been running heads and tails these days, but yeah, all for good reason. What you been up to, man? James, what's up? Where did you go? How was the holidays? Did you enjoy it? Oh, nice. Very nice. Back home, I guess. Back home more. In summer, yes, I would say so. Scotland is a really beautiful country. I used to go Edinburgh and Glasgow a lot. I used to drive there. And the route that we used to take was on the coast. I think A1 or something like that. And it used to be beautiful. Yeah, it's cool. Really? Well, in summer, I'm not surprised, but like it's kind of. I mean, if London is always raining on the weekends, then Scotland's got to be a bit more, right? Because it's cooler there, isn't it? It's up north, rains more, darker, and during the days. So pretty much no sun, right? Yeah, that's not good for health. That is not good. Okay, Vale. What's Vale up to? Oh, this year was bad, huh? I mean, it's always bad, but if you say it's been bad, then it's way worse than normal. Then I, to be honest, I never like summer in London is great. I'm not gonna lie, it's beautiful because it's not always hot, and if you get something like that's always hot, it just takes a toll on you. It drains your energy up so much, like you just don't want to do anything. That's why you need a mix of a little bit of rain, a little bit of wind, some clouds would be nice every now and then. Not always, but every now and then. Once a week, if we see some clouds, is great. But over here, I don't want to jinx it, but I haven't seen rain for what, 2 weeks now, I guess, since I came. Maybe a few drizzle here and there, but that was it. Okay, no fail. XP. To be honest, July trading, I've never enjoyed it. Never. We used to do even like when I was trying July. July is the month that I would really sort of, and August I would say no. July is the main month that I would give up. Really, like just go somewhere. Even if I don't go, I probably I don't trade as much because there was a lot happening with the friends and the family going out and stuff like that. So I just call it quits for July. That could work. You could be one of those. Just follow the sunshine, yeah, throughout. If you do that, I guess you can trade like all day long, all night long, I guess. Because somewhere when there's a sunshine, there's always a market open, right? Dude, I've this time around, when I was driving. So that's the thing with, renting a car and driving yourself to go places. You don't rely on the tourist guides and stuff like that to take you somewhere. You have the control. We went places where it was just like sometimes you make like obviously wrong turns and stuff like that. We went places literally crossing so many villages, like literally rural, like you just no electricity villages, kind of like in the middle of the mountain, uh, driving through 2 3 mountains and ending up somewhere right in the middle of nowhere where there's no houses, nothing, no livestock, nothing. And yeah, just to find one of those great places you see in the pictures. Apparently what happened was I put the name of the place, so it basically the Google tricked me and it says, okay, this is the place right the center of this town. So the place was not in the center of that whole area. It was basically on the side. So we just kept on following the navigation, and we ended up somewhere we couldn't even do a U-turn, and I had to reverse back from I mean, if you had seen the road, I should have taken some pictures and videos to show you guys. But all for fun, man. Great memory. Yeah. But it was definitely worth it because we ended up finding the place we wanted to go, which was really sort of like a river flowing canyon and stuff like that. In the hot weather of July, it was freezing. Like literally, if you dip your toes in there, you can't actually keep your feet in the water for more than 10 seconds. It literally, you just can't handle it. It was that cold and it felt so good. I had to jump in, man. Nobody was jumping in, but I had to jump in because I like taking cold showers and it just feels so great, especially in hot weather. And I jumped in. I thought I wasn't going to come out. It was so fast as well, the flow of the river. So you had to swim really, really fast to go to the side, come out from the other side. So yeah, it's just been amazing. The whole thing was just great. We just didn't go to places where everybody went. In fact, the only time we went was just to see one place which was known for its basically really great beach, but it was so much like everything was tourism, like tourists everywhere you see, like the shops, everybody trying to con each other and this and that. I hate that, and we went there for like half an hour and then we came out. That's the only time we went. The rest was all going to the local villages, and they basically they have some great views, even if the beaches are small or anything like that. But the beaches or rivers or canyons or ponds or whatever, it's just in amazing sort of condition because locals use it. And everybody you see there was locals, because tourists wouldn't be able to go there because of the route. So it's the places we went were just amazing. Like it's not like your normal beach. It was like in between two mountains, two hills, a small little island. Just like it's just amazing. Yeah. And since we saw those kind of sort of beaches, the most beautiful beaches in Turkey felt like nothing. Literally, like there's a beach called Cleopatra in Alanya. It's very famous. Also, one in Uludden is. It just we went there and we really didn't enjoy it, to be honest. We actually stayed there for like half an hour and then we went back because we saw some hidden treasures. Really. Amazing holiday, guys. 2 months, 1.5 months of every day. We had booked up an Airbnb, which was basically 2 or 3 bedrooms for the family. It was more than enough. It had, like, it's just very clean. The pools were cleaned pretty much every day. I think nighttime or something like that. And there was no one to. We were the only ones. There were some, I would say, 2 or 3 blocks of flats. Each block had, like, I would say, 3 to 5 flats. A small little, like a villa, but apartment style. And yeah, there was not enough people. Every day we just go there, freshen up, and then go to the beach, these hidden paradises, and then come back and dip in the pool. So it was all about just, swimming and just staying out. We barely stayed in. Every single day we were going out somewhere. exploring some new sort of territories which we never thought we'll find. Yeah. So I'm really happy with it. Took a long time to plan it, but it was definitely worth it. So there you go. This is the thing with the trading. If you can do these things for a month or two. That's why we do it, and it's great to see that I can do it. One thing I was like also thinking is that a lot of people like who say they made it, like they're always like working, and I've never seen them like take a day off unless they're really ill or something like that. And I just wonder, like, why the hell are you doing this much? Haven't you really made it? Like, aren't you able to like take a freaking 1 month off? Like, let's say 1 month. Forget about 1 month, a week off. Like, why? Where are you gonna go? Like, eventually you. I just don't get it. So I'm totally against that. If you have, to be honest, made it, or if you're covering your cost of living, I'm not saying I'm making a lot. I'm just making enough for me to enjoy life, to be honest, and that's what matters to me. Hello, welcome, Zell. What's up? Good to have you back, buddy. How you doing? What's going on, buddy? You okay? Yeah, we were just talking some just nonsense. We're just catching up with the Oasis. How you been, buddy? Yeah, I've been good, buddy. It's good to be back, obviously. I was excited to be back, and a little bit too excited, I would say. So I'm just going to take it easy when it comes to trading. But yeah, I just wanted to catch up with you guys. It's been great, man. I would say 1.5 month to 2 months holiday has done really well for me. And yeah, it's been great. Can't complain at all. I haven't been trading a lot. I've only been taking swings lately for the last 2 weeks or so. But before I left in July for the holiday, June, sorry, end of June, I was also like for a month or two before, like April, May as well, I was concentrating on swings more often because I couldn't do stream a lot. So yeah, it's been great. Cannot complain at all. And also, I don't know whether you were here, but we've moved places in Baku and moved to a slightly better place and bigger place, I would say. I've got a room for me for my office only, and it's I don't know what to do with it. It's massive, and I'll find a way to really sort of use it. But yeah, I needed that space for myself because in the back in the old place I was using kind of like my second bedroom as the office, which really didn't. Well, it works, but not always. It was a temporary solution, but now it feels great. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can't complain, buddy. Everything is going very well. Touch wood. Yeah, we're gonna catch up. If you want, we can do maybe some sort of a voice Discord thing. Whenever you get the chance, we can do that. We need to catch up, anyways. I've got to know what you guys been up to as well. Definitely. What are you still the same sort of style, right, Zell? Scalping at the open, right? Awesome stuff, man. Awesome. I know you've been doing okay, and hope it stays the same way. I hope nothing has changed since we talked on Discord. Oh, awesome, awesome. Early bird, I guess, right? What is we up to? Is this the... Wow, what's happening? Oh, that's reverse split. Okay, so we is a reverse split from 0.11. So yeah, it's 1 to 40. 1 to 40. These reverse splits do produce some really decent movers. So just keep that in mind later on. It might not happen today, but in the next few days, we could be in play for this week. So I'm not going to put it just on the watch list, but I'll put it on the side. I'll probably write it down. Tom Hogarth. How do I know that guy? Tom Hogarth. Isn't he the Tom, I know that name. Who's that? Isn't he the like the might be wrong on that. He's the psychology, trading psychology. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's that guy. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've seen his content. Just it rings a bell. That's all. Tom Moore. Yeah, I think I've seen quite a few of his. Yeah, cool. Interesting concept. Obviously, you have to think of that's how one should take it. But when it comes to psychology, when outside of trading, it's always me against me. But when it's trading time, when it's pushing the button time, obviously it's trading versus others. That totally makes sense. And that's how it should be. I'm glad it's helped you, man. What's up, Doritos? How you doing, buddy? You alright? Welcome. Sorry, I didn't see your message. I was just talking. How you been? Alright, so what's popping today? We've got HSDT. Awesome stuff, man. Yeah, a good book really sort of helps you. Like I've found out that even if you've like been trading for a long time, reading a book or watching a really decent presentation really sort of it refreshes your psychology bit. Like if there is some decent psychology content in there, trading psychology, it really helps. Why is this 11, 12? It's already... Let's just put an alert around that area. HSDT, GDC. Okay. This had a big mover. This one also is not bad actually. Zell GDC. Why is this moving? interactive live streaming game on TikTok. That could be interesting. Live streaming interactive games on TikTok. Okay, that's not too bad. Not too bad of a catalyst, to be honest. Watch this, guys. GDC is not bad. Okay, what else were you saying? GRKN. What? Not CRKN. What? What happened here? Is this the one? Nah, it's not. Sorry, I'm not interested. EDBL. EDBL done really well yesterday, not Friday, I would say. Friday, whew, but it gave up. So this is done. This is what's called done. So everything happened here, you know, and then slowly selling takes place. Everybody's getting rid of what they own from here, from here, from here. And obviously sellers from here giving up on the... And today, if it starts, I doubt that it's going to start to push more volume. If it starts to push more volume above 2, we can keep an eye on it for sure. But right now, it's not interesting at all. And if you want to short these things, it's like you're going to pay a lot just to borrow the shares. So yeah, EDBL is only, I'm interested if it starts breaking 2 with decent volume, if it brings a right at the open. We'll see. Keep an eye on it if you want, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Okay, so what else are we looking at? GDC was good. CL, is this the one you're talking about? CLRB. CLRB. Okay, CLRB. And this might be the one. No, it's not this one. But CLRB, why is it popping? Announces up to 103 million private placement financing with certain institutional. Okay. 103 million private placement financing. Okay, there has been some private investment on it. Okay, 103 million is not too bad of a number for this kind of stock. Yeah, decent catalog. I mean, this is also a decent one, guys. CLRB. The catalog isn't bad, and it hasn't. The good thing about this, it hasn't really popped too much. From 180 close to 220s, 230s. So it's actually not bad. So if it starts to break 230, 240s, guys, there's a chance that this could go. But 916, guys. So I mean, yeah, I'll be careful right at the open trading it. Either take it before, if it happens in the next 5 minutes, perfect, great. If it doesn't happen in the next 5 minutes, I'll leave it alone and wait for the open to settle down. Unless you're a scalper. If you're a scalper like Zell, you could actually take advantage of the open drive and just be scalping in and out very quickly. The rest, I'm not too keen on the gappers. This one is good for sure. Okay, no good. So this is the list, guys. This is what I have. I'm gonna share it on Discord. Just gonna snapshot this bad boy, and I'll share it right here on the watch list section in our Discord. So there's our watch list for Tuesday, right? The 5th. Here we go, guys. Also, just remember AMD was the one on my swing ideas. Which one did I post? Okay, let's have a look at before it starts, guys, let's have a look quickly at our swing ideas. AMD looks good, guys, on the break of yesterday's close. It's still early, I would say. I would rather wait for 110 to break. But if you want to take a bit early, 109.30, 109.40 break is nicer. But if it goes very quickly towards 109.40, I wouldn't take it. I would like a pause before it takes it out. You know what I mean, right? So that's one idea. And the good thing about this one is it's got quite a big potential if it starts to break out the 112s. We're talking, if it starts breaking 112s, it will break the structure, at least for the short-term structure. So AMD definitely looks good. SMCI, I kept it in swings and play. Why did I keep it? Daily looks really great. If it starts breaking 283, 283.30s, 283.40s, this could move, but the problem with this one is what's the ATR on it? ATR is there for sure, but volume is, volume is there as well. It's just that intraday price action I don't like. It's not bad actually. It's only Friday it did this. So we're looking at this. Look at the pressure around this level here, right? Quickly, I'm going to show you this area, right? Look at that. So there's a lot of pressure. Now, if this pressure breaks, there could be an upside move happening soon. So hopefully it's today. If that's the case, we can take advantage of that as well. And also, this is swing idea, so expect these things to be moving a little bit further than you think, right? So SMCI, I kept it on the swing. XP, I kept it because it's not the greatest, but it still is 2670s. Basically, yesterday's, if it starts to break that, I don't think it's going to do that. But it might take a while before, like it might take 2-3 days. These swing plays I'm talking about, it might not happen today, but just keep an eye on those levels next few days. In fact, this week. So this, I doubt that it's going to happen today, but if it does, 2670s breaks, then we might see some upside action on that one as well for a nice potential continuation to the upside for a few days at least. BBIO as well. I like the daily on it. I like the daily. It's I feel like it's, if it breaks 3120, which is basically here, 3120 breaks, this thing has, I like the daily on this one, but it just, the intraday volume and the price action is just not that great. But these things move very slow. Anyways, it's a swing trade, guys. We don't need it to be a great in volume as long as they have the potential to be trending. All right, so BBIO and AAOI, similar to BBIO, low volume. Again, swing play. I really don't like it unless it takes that 16 out. Now, I'm gonna keep this for probably next week, guys. AAIO is too early, maybe, because by the time it reaches 16 now, today is not gonna be entry. It won't. It would have done already more than its ATR, so we'll leave that alone. So AMD most likely today entry, and SMCI could give us the entry as well. XP might not give us the entry. BBIO might give us the entry. So there could be 3 stocks that could give us a decent entry today, potentially. And they don't have to, but if they do, just keep that in mind. Anywho, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to take it easy. Obviously, you know me. I'm just going to take my time with my entries. I don't have to trade that aggressively this week. Once everything settles down, it's a new place. So I've got to get back into the zone for the new place as well. You know how it works. So once it does, then next week, I think, I'll be back basically full trading. Today it might be like 20 to 50% of what I normally do. So that's it. Is there anything else I haven't talked about, guys? If you're keeping in mind, if you're watching something, let me know. Anybody know what's this week's IPOs? And this week's earnings? Anybody? Oh, we didn't talk about SPY. SPY is basically, again, this was when I left. Remember, this was when I left. And I was mentioning here, remember, if this breaks, this low breaks, then we could see another, like basically just either a consolidation or a proper downtrend. But it never happened. It starts to climb back up from this and never look back. So that was, in fact, I was saying from 350s here, this is the turning point. And I've explained that back in when I was streaming. This is the turning point. It will probably never reach there because of that daily sort of candle and the volume behind it. And it just crept along from then. And then this trend line was broken. That was basically, what is it, last nail in the coffin kind of thing? Well, it's the opposite of that, I would say. It just crept along after that, getting back into a trendy environment, I would say. So what we're seeing now is slow uptrend on SPY. The market seems to be doing okay. And we saw some correction, but from this kind of move, we did expect a bit of a correction. So if this is, let's say, 100% move, and that is our 30% move down, which is perfectly fine, and it's reclaimed, it bounced from its correction. Let's see the volume. Volume doesn't tell that much on SPY because it's too much, unless it's extremely different. Yeah, so the SPY is, to be honest, right now SPY is just on the bounce. So we've had this move and the correction, and it's on the continuation. So I would expect SPY to be carrying on, being positive a little bit more. That's all I'm gonna say. We might see some sort of a pullback, but I'm leaning a bit towards the upside. But we'll see anyways. SPY, you can't trust what you see. It could do anything. So you've got to be a bit reactive on the SPY. But overall, generally speaking, overall strength is there in the SPY. What do you think? That's what I want to know. It doesn't matter what I think. It matters what you think. So what do you think? Let me know. AI is today close. Dude, how were the AI market doing? Not too bad, not too bad. It's picked up from here and then just carried on, and then it actually had a second phase. So first, second, and we might expect another one coming in, but it's calming down a bit though. AI's the whole AI thing, but it's still in play, definitely in the long run. The long run, yeah, AI is not too bad. To be honest, AI looks decent if it starts breaking 35s. So I'm not gonna lie, if it starts breaking and staying over 35s would be not too bad on this one. But what you want to see is on AI is, let me give you an example. You see this volume here? You see this volume? You see this candle? That's what you want to see. So what it's doing it right now, what is happening is it's calming down, lots of profit taking, correction coming in. Look at the volume going down and down and down. And same thing is happening. Look at the volume as it corrects lower and lower and lower and lower. I can bet you if it starts picking up today or tomorrow, and if it starts taking that 35s, the volume is going to jump. So keep an eye on that one. Once it does, you can have actually several days of runner. Just bear that in mind. So that's a 5-minute SPY we are watching. So we are close to the open, guys. 2 minutes to the open. As you know, I don't really trade on the open, but I'm gonna make myself a cup of coffee, guys, and I probably will be coming back after the open. I shall GitLab. Okay. Let's check. What was the thingy on GitLab? The ticker? Hold on. I forgot. GTLB, okay, yeah. GTLB. GTLB, today's earnings is after market. Tomorrow, right? Oh, not today, today after market. Yes. I'll be careful because it's like the daily is not great, in a great place. I prefer the other one that we just discussed, but AI is far better looking when it comes to daily than GitLab. Again, 50 is there, but still, yeah. We'll see. I'll make you one, buddy. Don't worry. You're gonna vomit it out. Don't worry. It's like pure coffee, no sugar, no milk, nothing. It's just boring old, simple plain coffee. If you want that, just come down anytime, buddy. All right, guys. I'll be back in 2. All right, guys, I'm back. What's happening? So SPY, as you can see, is just declining a little bit, showing weakness. But it's still early. I'm just gonna wait for that 15 minutes mark, even maybe 30 minutes mark. Today is the first day of the first day trading of the week, I guess, right? Mm-hmm. HSDT, as I was suspecting, it never came down to breaking 12s, and it's still drifting down. In fact, that would have been a good shorting opportunity. Just looked like it, to be honest. I'm not expecting too much from it, so I might remove that. But GDC, yeah, it did push a little bit, but now it's actually sort of in a really dangerous territory, which is showing weakness. If it starts to actually fall from there, then this could move down. But I kind of on this one, if it stays, if it starts to stay above 350, guys, this is still, don't ignore this. I would say this still has the potential to make a runner, but if it starts to take out that 350, I think I'll just give up on it for a while. Now, what I wanted to do is just hold on that 350 or just 345, things like that, bounce off of it, and then starts to slowly creep back up towards the VWAP. And with some decent volume, I'll watch the volume after that and start to take decisions after. I think there's still opportunity on this one. The only issue with this one, it could be a bit more crowded than normal. So we're talking about almost 10 million volume on this one right now, whereby it only does few, if that. So it could be a bit too crowded, so be careful. It might not be the cleanest move you've seen, but still it has potential. CLRB also pushed right at the open. This is what I was saying earlier, guys. If you're not a scalper, that open drive, yes, there's opportunities there for sure, but you've got to be really quick with your hotkeys, guys. If you're not quick with you're not second nature with your hotkeys, and you're just not that type of trader, don't even trade this. Don't trade that first 10-15 minutes, guys, at all. This is a clear example of it. If it's a scalper, somebody has made a really decent money on this, right? But if you're someone who likes to hold, then you haven't made anything. In fact, you lost on a trade that could have been good. So GDC is the only one I see that has potential if it starts to creep back up above the 380s, 390s. We'll see anyways. We still have time. And in fact, if it does that later on, it's a better sort of scenario than if it did here. So keep an eye on GDC. What else are we looking at? Okay, here we go. Here we go. AMD back at the bounce. Our SPY is also bouncing. I would really like AMD to be staying above the VWAP slightly more. Still early, as I said. 109 break, and then 110 break is even better on AMD. Oh wow, Dell. Okay, Dell is one that I was watching. This is the second day runner continuation. Right now, there's an entry on it, to be honest. Dell, right now. There's an entry, 68, 40, 45. This is the second day continuation. A great one actually from yesterday. Yesterday it had a gap up. And not yesterday. When I say yesterday, guys, yesterday trading, last day, trading day, right? Which is in this case Friday. So don't shoot me, okay? There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. All right. So Dell definitely second day continuation. In fact, did I put the video on this one, Oasis? I'm pretty sure I did on the earnings, right? I'm pretty sure I completed the earnings that I wanted to. But anyways, I'll check it. BEKE, BEKE. What's the volume like on this bad boy? Yes, sir. BAKE was also a earnings gapper, did a huge move. This would I'm not too sure about this one. The first day was great, but it gave up so much of its gain. That's what's really, but it's still, think about it, it actually moved from here. So it's still a huge positive day that day. And the second day was also a decent continuation. And third day could be a pause day. We will see. BKE might be a good, decent watch for this week. If it doesn't happen today, some entries on it might happen later on. HPE, daily HPE. Okay, so HPE, guys, if it starts to break 18, looks really good. I'm not gonna lie. 1802s, 1804s, if it starts to break and stay above and hold, because that's a multi-day breakout, guys. The only issue is it's actually done 3 days of really decent moves, and you know what I say about those things. But I still watch this, guys, on the break with decent volume if it does come in. But okay, so our AMD is not ready in fact, I see more weakness now on AMD. So I'm giving up on the 109 break for now. Later, if it does happen, I probably wouldn't be that much interested today, but we might see some action tomorrow for the longs. We'll see. How's our gappers doing? Oh, this is a drifter, all-day drifter. Okay, so this guy is interesting. GDC. Zell, watch this one, buddy. This is creating nice little the volume. Look at this volume, Zell. Right? I mean, it's not the greatest. I would really like this to be up, but once it starts breaking that, then we shall see some decent volume coming in as well. But also, it's the rejection from the VWAP as well. So there's actually a short entry there. But I'm a bit pessimist on taking shorts on this one right now. But it looks good for a short as well. Yes, sir. So what I've done is I have connected my Ethernet port in a different way. Let me know if the connection is okay. I was really pessimist about this sort of connection, because in this place I have to have a long, very long cable to bring the direct Ethernet to my PC, because where the modem is, or where the connection for the internet is like literally two rooms far away from. It's like 5, probably, like if I were to use a wire, it'll be like 30-40 meters wire, and I just don't have that energy. So that the GDC is definitely rejecting from 380 VWAP area, which is like making me feel like. However, here's the deal, guys. Look at this volume. It's a volume. Understand the volume, right? What it's doing is when it pushes down, there's less volume. You see what I mean? When it pushes rejection, I'm still long biased on this one, guys, just because of the volume, right? Look at this push down. Look at the volume declining, right? So what does that tell you? quite simple. There's not enough force behind this push down, and the sellers are not very confident in this whole thing. If their sellers were confident that volume will be rising as it pushes down. Now, more sellers will definitely come in, I think, after the break of 350, unless this volume is a trick for long traps or bull traps, which I don't think it is. You see, as it bounces, we have slight more volume coming in. So I'm kind of leaning towards the longs on this one. Looking good. Still waiting for it to break 385s. If it doesn't, I'm gonna leave it alone. I've got nothing to lose. Anything else you guys watching? How did this guy do? AMD is still kind of like... also, SPY is bouncing from yesterday's, I believe, close. Yesterday's low, sorry. What am I? Yesterday's low is bouncing from it. Quite a decent bounce, but if this holds, we'll see what happens to AMD. AMD is weaker overall. It's got definitely relative weakness written over it. But this is relative strength. Look at what SPY is doing, right? The market is kind of like weak, and this guy, Dell, just doesn't want to, you know what I mean? Doesn't want to stay weak. But what happens is, you know, if you were taking long on this, let's say for a swing possibilities for second day continuation, you've got to understand that if SPY starts to show weakness, a lot more weakness than now, it's going to pull this with it. So you have to have that in your plan. What are you going to do if SPY starts to take this low out, for example, 449? It's already taken 450, which is a big number. But what is going to happen if it starts taking this, starts to trend down? This is going to start to pull down, and maybe even pull it under VWAP, maybe even low of day, close to low of day. Do you have that in your plan? What are you going to do with it? So if your plan includes those, then great, you know, manage your trade according to that plan. But if not, then I'll leave it alone. Okay, HPE. What is this? Okay, so this is a big battle again with the overcrowded stock. It does work like this. This is how you will see these kind of moves. You will see that it's about to break, and you'll think that it's gonna crash, but then it gets picked up because there's so much on both sides. The balance is really sort of well balanced instead of being imbalanced. You see these moves. You see these because there's an imbalance. Buyers are more willing to basically hit the market orders. Over here, you see a little bit of it, and the volume. Okay, now the 350 breaks, as I said, 350 breaks, the volume will pick up as it did. Now it's showing weakness. I'm pretty much ignoring it now. So unfortunately, it didn't really sort of bounce. The last, I would say, sort of hurdle that it could bounce from is this 200 EMA. And if it does, I'll give it a last chance for 390 break. But if it doesn't, au revoir. You see, Dell is struggling. It was a relative strong stock, and it's being pulled down by the market. AMD also is bouncing because the market is bouncing, and it's broken that 449, but it's really reclaiming now. So is this the... Remember the first day of the trading, first trading day of the week? Half an hour later, which is right about now actually, in about 8 minutes, we do normally have a reversal on SPY. It just happens. It's because of the orders sitting in, big money orders that they need to fill in for the first half an hour. So something like that. It usually happens like first half an hour. Tilray, I had it on my swing list, but Tilray, I'm just leaving it alone. To be honest, I am out on Nvidia fully, but it doesn't look that bad. It has relative strength. It's beautiful. I'm slightly a bit disappointed why I got out of it. It's doing what it's supposed to do. In fact, really well for my swing idea. This probably would have been a very bad premature exit. Although from 453, my average exit was, I think, around here somewhere. It was a really good one, really decent for the stop loss that I was planning on it initially. But this is one of those that you let it run. I think I made a mistake on that Nvidia after looking at it. The other one, I'm still in it. I haven't looked at it actually. What's happening to VRT? Oh, beautiful. Today is doing a little bit of a correction. To be honest, I'm kind of expecting a bit of a correction on this one. That's fine. But 3450 was the entry on it, I believe, this day, 21st. 3450, and it never looked back, guys. This is very like stress-free swing idea that I'm still on it. 40 is where it struggled from, which I, to be honest, understand why it would, because it was going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, 6 days of non-stop green days. You do expect a bit of a pullback on that one, so I'm okay with that. Yeah. Okay, what else would... None of these. AMD. And we have SMCI. Okay. Do you guys see anything else? I'm just not seeing anything. AMD was a decent shorting opportunity, which I completely ignored. Not the cleanest one, to be honest, but there was a shorting opportunity there. I didn't take it. As you can tell, I'm a bit slow on that. Dell is still trying to get there for the second day. We have 69. We have 69 something till 70. So this could easily go towards 70, guys, if it starts to go. AMC. I was watching AMC, but I wasn't interested on the daily. Just why I didn't put. AMC. Let's go. It did a recent reverse split as well. It's perfect timing for it to do something, because after reverse split you will see these kind of moves, which is great. The only issue is it's a far longer. I'll wait for a bigger pullback. This could be a good decent opportunity for shorts. Not gonna lie, AMC looks good. I like the daily. I like where the daily's bounces. Dead cat bounce already happened. We might see a continuation to the downside, so that could be a decent trade. I would really like it to be pulling back at least towards that 13 or 1310s, around this congestion area, for me to consider this. I wouldn't take it now because you're just sort of trying to catch a falling knife. No, actually, that's completely opposite of what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying is it's just too late now. Trying to catch him. So this is basically the momentum is already probably died down to the downside. We need to wait for the second phase or second continuation. Still goes though. Still goes. From 13.50, more than $1 move for a $13 stock. That's close to 10%. Interesting. Keep an eye on AMC. Yep, it's bouncing. 13 bounce, 13.10 bounces would be really nice. We'll see what it does. SPY is weak as well. That's going to help it with the shorts. Okay, AMC. Just keep it on the watch list for a minute. Ooh, a big volume came in for the bounce. Okay. Yeah, still waiting on that bounce. Not happening. What is GDC done? Yeah, it's looking weak. Well, it picked up though with a decent volume. Let's see what it does. That 200 EMA is still holding, but got a respect of a trend line. That's Also, GDC on the daily 50 EMA. 50 EMA had been respected prior to this price action once, twice, 3, 4 times now, if it bounces from here. So yeah, it's been respecting those EMAs nicely. If it does break that, I'm kind of inclined to taking this bottom fishing this thing 350s, but I really need that volume to come in. 350 break. I really would like to do that. Why not? We'll try a little bit. So a starter could be on the break of 350, but the issue is we've got our 50, so it could be a start. 350 needs to break properly, and then break of VWAP will be another add, and then we could stay with that, with the stop under VWAP. Right now, if you're going to take 350 break, it's going to be stop would be 330. So 20 cents stop. And once it hits that 380, then your stop, you could pick it up a little bit. Yeah, I think that sounds okay. Okay, let's have a look at something else. What did AMD? Yeah, relative weakness. That's what you're seeing. Much weaker than the SPY. So AMD is not ready to bounce anytime soon. Dell, what is this guy done? Right, you see what I mean, the difference between the relative strength and the weakness. This is complete opposite of each other. Make a mental note of this, guys. This is relative strength. Look at what SPY is doing. Completely, no, it's not completely washing. It's weak, basically. Every single 5-minute candle is red, so it's weak, right? But look at this guy, Dell, right? There's a reason why it's got a relative strength. That's for another time. But this is what you're looking at, is creeping up, while SPY is creeping down. And the opposite of this relative strength is your relative weakness, which AMD is showing. A great example, actually. A great example. You don't want to ignore that. Look at the SPY. Yes, it's washed off initially fast, but right now SPY is kind of like hesitant to go down. I mean, I know this is 5 minutes, but look at the 5 minutes candles getting shortened and shortened. Like there's a lot of wicks on the bottom. Now, compared to that, AMD is just like free falling. So that's your relative weakness. So it's actually weaker than the market. So you want a short relative weakness, you want a long relative strength on the majors, basically, on big stocks. Not necessarily smaller stock. These stocks wouldn't really sort of be affected by SPY that much. Usually the gappers don't really sort of get. Whoa. Okay, we were not watching CLRB, guys. CLRB was also one of those that took out this, but actually reclaimed. This is exactly what I was hoping from GDC. So it open drives, flushes down. This is very, very typical. This is really typical of it. I expect that to happen for these kind of gappers, as you saw from this rejection. Eventually from the open drive, rejection was to come because somebody, I believe, is taking profits on this. Anyways, so bounces off. This is not interesting. This bounce is not interesting, but this bounce, however, came in with a good volume, decent volume rising. And in fact, it gives you a much better confirmation on this area here, and by this time it was too late. This would have been all right as well, but by now, by this, it was too late. So you either had to take it on this break. I usually don't like to take on the straight break of the area. I would like it to be pulling back. This is the good example of it. Yes, it went under it, but it kind of reclaimed very quickly. That's a good sign. And even now, it's actually kind of like bouncing off of this 250 level, which is interesting. But yeah, this area was a really nice, decent move on this. And if you had taken this kind of trade, 240, let's say, and then your stop is 220, 20 cents, you're done, pretty much. You're done now. Okay, so AMC is just not giving us a chance to really sort of... This is an area where you can take with a really tight stop, 1290. Or you can start short on AMC 12 right here. Because it is weak. It's definitely weak, and it hasn't even pulled back a little bit higher. So that's a sign of weakness. But this could also mean that it's basing. That's what I'm afraid of. If it's basing, then it's going to just take its time, slowly grind up. And but if you can't wait, let's say you have a character that you can't wait, instead of just taking full position, you just take 25%. And if your plan involves, like mine, for it to bounce somewhere here, then yeah, 25%, and then add some more along the way, and then on the confirmation, add the rest. That's how you should do it. This is the bounce that's coming into AMC. Hopefully this is the bounce that's towards 13. But you don't want this bounce now to be too much volume. Okay, this is weak. This is not bad, guys. 1280. I want to see what it is around the finish time. Yeah, I'm gonna take this short, guys. With the same plan, I might add later. Five to under 1284. I'll take it. Under 1283. 1283. It hasn't gone under 1283, so that's fine. I haven't taken yet. Okay, this bounce is not bad. We wanted to coming up with the low volume. Let's go. Okay, there we go. The bounce came in. Just the spacing is so confusing right now. AMC can be like this. Sometimes it can be very unclear. But the bounce is good. This is the bounce I was waiting, but it's bringing some more volume though. That's the issue. Let it bounce a bit higher now. 13s at least, 1305s. Let it bounce a bit higher. This could be the starting point if we see some sort of weakness on the level 2, which kind of is coming from 13s, 1290s, 1290s, 91s. Okay, so it still wants to go up. 1294, 1294, 1294, 95s getting hit. Market orders getting hit on that, but also on the bid as well. So it's kind of balanced. We do see a bounce coming in on SPY as well, a bigger bounce than normal. Expect that VWAP to hold a little bit at least. So if that VWAP starts to hold, this could be an area where we could start on AMC. Start here, and then your eventual exit point would be the break of the VWAP, and break and close of the VWAP. Yep, looking good right about now. 1291. Okay, okay. I like this. I like this. 91s. We do have a lot of 94s. Sellers are not pushing. 92. Okay, that's a better push down. 92s. Let's see. It asks 92s. Okay, here we go. Here we go. 1291. 92. Okay. There's a fight going on right now. It could be either way. It could be quick. 91. Yes. Okay. 1291. 1291, guys. I'm in. 1291. There we go. All right. There it goes. Hold on, guys. Just give me a sec. Here we go. All right, AMC, here we go.
Rejected.
What? Okay. Okay, okay. Why is it doing that? Anyways, all right, we'll sort that out later. I was gonna add on my other account, but that's fine. AMC is looking good. If it breaks 1275s, 1270s, we could see some really decent. And also SPY is washing, so this is gonna help. That's a good trade, guys. Whoever took it, it's a good trade. We could be patient with it now. The stop could be just over the previous peak, which is 1296. I would preferably would want to keep it over 13s, but to be honest, it's done quite a bit of move from then. So yeah. Where is that? Alright. Here's what? Downloads. Okay. Anyways, there we go. There we go. Here we go, guys. Let's go. All right. 1291, 1271. Just washes. A quick exit. It's not too bad. Very small exit though. We're talking 1291 to 1271, I believe. I'm just being a bit sissy today because, as you know, I just need to get my mojo back. Mojo. But once I get my mojo back, I'll hold these things longer, okay? I promise. But the risk is very, like, you can even like keep it on break even or just break off this 1296. Now we've got nothing to lose. Let it ride. I mean, ride it out. All right, so AMC is looking a decent. Really looking nice. I like the daily on this one as well. So stop could just be right at the break of that. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'll keep the AMC on the other platform. I'll watch it on my own here. GDC is still showing weakness. All right, really nice shorting opportunity here. I was kind of saying shorting opportunity here, but I was kind of biased on it. That's what happens when you have strong bias against something. So I'm just gonna leave that alone. Now it's done. All right, finally, it is done. But CLRB actually did some decent moves for some scalping opportunities. But CLRB also is looking for a nice potential shorting opportunity right here. 250s, under 250s. In fact, right about now. But I think he's a bit too much on it. Watch list. Yeah, that's looking good for a possible wash. If the wash happens, it might be quick, so Yeah, this one looks decent, to be honest. And then wash towards 220. Yeah, 20 cents move. There it goes. It's not there yet, but I'm kind of expecting wash towards that 200 EMA, which is 220. On this one, the stop is very, very small, very, very tight. If you had taken anything under here somewhere, then the stop is just like 250 above, 251, 252. You can't hold on to this. Because if it starts to take out, oh, there's an opportunity on AMC to add, but I'm not gonna do that, guys. Alright, let's have a look at the AMC. So yeah, my first partial came in here. There could have been, this partial could have been added here somewhere, but there's no point because it's very close to the initial partial. So we'll see. That's the only one I see right now. It's looking good. Right now it's cleaner move actually than before. I wish I could have some decent volume coming in on this one. Look at the volume. I just don't trust that. The volume needs to be way higher than this. This is declining volume on the push down, which is kind of not good. So am I gonna sis out on this one for the second partial? Maybe, because the SPY is bouncing as well. The volume is coming in now. So hopefully that stays the stronger. Yeah, the volume. We need that low to break. 1260 needs to break basically. 1260 breaks with good volume. It has quite a good potential, especially looking at the daily. You see the volume coming in is because of the bounce. It's not because of the push down. That's what I'm a bit... you know what, guys? Sorry. This stop, for me, is going to be break of this, right? I'm going to be aggressive on it. Because I don't like what I see on the volume, and also I don't like what I see on the bounce here as well on SPY. Talking about SPY, let's talk about AMD. Whew, what a reversal pattern. Nice reversal pattern there. SPY is bouncing. Is it too early to take something on AMD? Maybe. Because yeah, I'm just gonna leave AMD alone for today, guys. SPY is really strong, so AMD is gonna also really go for it. Dell has been just chugging along. Look at this, respecting this trend line. Hasn't been very easy to hold, but still, once you've taken this, after like, I would say 15 minutes, it was definitely easier to hold and trail stop for sure. So look at the others. Oh, HPE. HPE is getting back to the area 18 break. HPE, not too bad. Not a bad looking one. AMC is, if it breaks now, it will look even better on AMC. If it breaks now, breaks down, I mean, 1265, it will look even better. So, '72s. Okay. SPY is also washing from that 200 EMA. And it's bouncing. So I think AMC probably would take me out here, 1280, 83s, 84s. And if it does, no worries. It was okay kind of trade. Okay, it's not what I wanted from it. From looking at the daily, I kind of expected very big run for it. At least my main sort of partial would have been 1250s, which is my second partial, and then 1210s. So yeah, at least that I was expecting. But it's still early to call. As long as it doesn't take this out and close above it, then I'm staying in it. So yeah, there. Let's look at GDC is gone. CLRB is still kind of looking short biased on it. And this guy HSDT, this guy we just ignored right in the beginning, which is like a freaking, and all of a sudden look at this volume. Nobody saw this. I just completely ignored it, to be honest. Halted as well. The volume, look at the volume coming in. This is what you want to really look for, guys. If you think a gapper is gonna go, look at the volume that picked up here, right? This is nothing, right? You can't tell with this one, but look at it. You can't ignore that. So let's go back actually for educational purposes, right? So let's see. We are looking at this here. We're still like, meh, you know, it's just normal volume. It picked up. Yes, this could be like a telltale sign. It's around that 10 area. It broke the 20 EMA. It's got little reversal pattern, but you just can't ignore that. It's like, hold on a second. But where would your entry be? That's the question. This is one of those that you've got to be very quick. Is the chat working, guys? Is the stream good? Okay. Have I dropped anything like that? Has there been any disconnection, guys? Can you confirm? So yeah, this is probably hold down now. As you can see, second hold goes up to 13s. Very nice move actually. And then it just completely gets rejected. So whoever has basically pushed this, or a group, just basically is really sort of taking everything off. That's why you get this hold down. This hold down might produce other opportunities for later. GDC. CLRB. CLRB is still holding on. Still holding on. I was kind of, if I was going to short this, I'll probably not short it now because it was supposed to go from here. It didn't. So it's kind of dangerous to short now because it's still, something is holding it up. So, awesome. Great. Thanks. Unfortunately, AMC is like breaking now. The 20 EMA. 20 EMA breaks. And actually, if it does break and close above it, I'll exit this. Although, having said that, SPY definitely is showing weakness again. We have a big rejection from 450 50s, 450 45s. And is it going to continue? And AMC might not respect SPY that much as the others do. But yeah, this is the close. Yeah, this is perfect, guys. This is the close, right? Now you want to put your hard stop just 2 cents above this, just to make sure that you don't really sort of get wicked out. This is not a wick. So hold on, guys. Okay. All right. So hard stop goes just over 1281. 1281 is fine. 1282 is safer. So this is a perfect example of what I mean by don't put your hard stop until the price action kind of confirms. That's why I was saying break and close over 20 EMA. I repeat these things over and over again for a reason, because it really works. It makes you stay out of bad wicks or chop and still be in the trade. So now if we start to see this start to break down 1250, 1265s again, I am kind of hoping that it will do what I expected to do, which is at least hitting that 12s. We'll see. Again, too early to call. SPY is helping that. As I said, AMC doesn't respect SPY as much as the others. If it did, I would have expected this to be falling right now. But if you look at, let's say, AMD is actually not respecting SPY at all. AMD is bouncing, bro. Right, AMD, I feel like I want to take something on AMD. This is like changed. This reversal happened on AMD. A great reversal. Like, it's completely rejecting SPY's weakness. Look at that. This brought in the relative strength now. And the daily is not so great at the moment for longs, yes. But there's something to it, definitely, around this area. But is it going to get there today? Well, we'll see. AMD definitely brought in more relative strength. So AMD definitely overall in the long run, as you can see, guys, every single time, look at these. Every single time we create these trend lines, it breaks and never looks back. It breaks, never looks back, right? This is the only time we had a longer trend line. This trend line needs to break. That's why I was kind of like hoping 110s, 110 breaks. So that's why I'm still saying it's too early. It's too early. It needs to break that 110s. So that's why AMD is going to be on my list for the next week, I would say. I might also, if it does give me a good intraday price action entry, I might also start early, maybe tomorrow, something like that. Definitely is strong. Definitely is strong. What am I looking at? Okay. I don't know, to be honest. I haven't seen Snicker, or I haven't been talking to them. There goes our, again, 1282. Didn't it take me out? No, I don't think it hit my stop. 1282 on AMC. I'm still sticking by that 1282, guys. If it does take it, I think it might take me out soon. Yeah, Snicker and Silver. They should be, we'll see them soon. And there goes your SPY as well. SPY is about to take the lows out. And looking at SPY, we should get some help on the AMC as well. At least some help. What is the range today we got on SPY? Not a lot, to be honest. 449.17 to 450, 451. Yeah, it's nothing really. Nothing. Yeah, I'm out. On AMC, I'm out, guys. It was a decent trade, I would say. Still a green one. That's the last exit here, 1282. Yeah, from here to first partial being here, the average is kind of like 1280s. So from 1290s, 91s to 1280s. So 10 cents is still green as a green, guys. Kind of expecting a bit more move down. This is the problem with the MC. What happens is when it does want to go down, most of the time I've seen this, it goes up and then does a V reversal and it just doesn't give you a chance. That's why it's so difficult to trade AMC. Back in the days, 2021, I'm talking 2021, end of 2021, AMC was every single day. We were trading this thing beautifully because it was just so clean. It's beautiful. Jay was trading with me pretty much every single day back in the days. When I say back in the days, 2-3 years ago, right? Two years ago. So not anymore though. Like it's changed this environment. That's why you have to understand the environment of a certain stock, a specific stock, and not just the environment of the market. That's why I'm like very, very careful. This was very clean not to take it. If it was another stock, I would have probably taken like full here because it was just clean. Level 2 was just beautiful around 1295s. But because it was AMC, I didn't take full. Just not a starter, but it was going to be starter here and then add here, but it was like over 50%, close to 50%, something like that. But still, green is a green. I don't mind a green in my account to start with. CLRB, HSDT actually, oh, it didn't hold at that time. I think it did right there. Yes, that was a hold and then opened up higher. Now it could be aggressive. I'm inclined a bit towards the short side on this. 11 breaks. If 11 breaks, then that's a good shorting opportunity, but Yeah, AMC was okay. Decent trade. Minimal downside, potential downside on it. Very minimal. But yeah, worked out nicely. Yeah. And all right. Wow, AMD just yeah, still strong, still strong. I just I hope AMD doesn't take out this 109 today, because I don't want to take it today now, unless it gives me a nice little pullback and then start it. Dell just went really nicely, very good second day. Still, it has more potential. And HPE also potentially taking this out, 18s. And AMC was okay. I'm just checking whether I've missed anything decent. CLRB, yes, that's the one I think we missed on this area. We were talking about that anyways, but to be honest, it didn't go. It actually did. I'm not gonna lie. From 230s all the way to 280, that's massive for a $2 stock. So that's one of those that we missed. AMC is looking like a reversal. AMC looks like a reversal, but SPY is also rejecting from the VWAP. Awesome stuff. OS is a nice one. To be honest, today wasn't that easy. I mean, if you stayed green today, you've done a pretty good job. You could have been stuck on any of these. It was not very easy, especially for longs. Look at SPY. I mean, look at this thing, guys. I mean, you can't make good money on in this kind of environment. So you have to understand and accept that. If you're green, that's a really good job, I think. Well done. And well done for me as well. Thank you. I think I'm gonna leave, guys. The test stream is successful. I didn't have any issues apart from the camera, which I'll set up tomorrow. But everything else just confirmed, guys. Audio has been okay. The stream quality, there was no any drops in the connection. Everything was fine, right? If it stays this way, then I'm good to go. All right. Awesome, awesome. Glad to hear that. I was a bit actually worried about this whole setup thing because the internet is not directly connected to Ethernet. It's another way, but it works. It doesn't matter, it works. All right, guys, take it easy. See you tomorrow. Until then, take it easy. Stay safe, stay healthy, and take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. I can't even speak, guys. I think I'm too tired. Anyways, take it easy, guys. See ya.